Arsenal's Bruno Guimarães transfer takes huge twist. Talks advance as Newcastle make decision. Arsenal transfer news. Welcome back to Arsenal. Fans Focus Media, your #1 destination for the latest Arsenal transfer news, breaking updates, transfer rumours and everything happening at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal fans, this could be one of the biggest transfer developments of the entire summer. Fresh reports suggest that Arsenal's long-standing interest in Brazilian midfield star Bruno Guimarães has taken a dramatic new twist. Discussions are reportedly progressing, while Newcastle United are believed to be making important decisions regarding the future of one of their biggest stars. Could this finally be the moment Arsenal supporters have been waiting for? Could Mikel Arteta land one of the Premier League's best midfielders? Before we continue, remember that these reports remain unconfirmed unless officially announced by Arsenal or Newcastle United. During every transfer window, negotiations can change quickly, so this story should be treated as a developing transfer report. Why Bruno Guimarães remains Arsenal's dream signing. Bruno Guimarães has established himself as one of the finest midfielders in English football. His calmness under pressure, his exceptional passing, his ability to win possession, his leadership, and his relentless work rate have made him one of the Premier League's standout performers. These qualities are exactly why Arsenal continue to be linked with the Brazilian international. Mikel Arteta wants players who are technically gifted, tactically intelligent, and capable of performing in the biggest matches. Bruno perfectly fits that profile. The midfield. Every gunner dreams about. Imagine Arsenal lining up with Declan Rice protecting the defence, Bruno Guimarães controlling possession, Martin Ødegaard creating chances. That midfield would offer strength, creativity, intelligence and balance. Rice would dominate defensively. Bruno would dictate the tempo. Ødegaard would unlock opposition defences with his vision. Against Europe's biggest clubs, this trio could compete with almost anyone. The reported transfer twist. Recent reports suggest that Arsenal's pursuit has entered a new stage. While details remain uncertain, the latest speculation indicates that discussions surrounding Bruno's future are becoming increasingly important. At the same time, Newcastle face major decisions as they continue planning for the upcoming season. Every transfer involves many moving parts: transfer fees, player contracts, club ambitions, financial considerations, competition from rival clubs. All of these factors influence whether a deal eventually happens. That is why Arsenal supporters continue watching every new update with excitement. Why Arteta wants elite midfielders winning the Premier League requires more than talented attackers. The midfield controls matches, it wins possession, it creates chances, it protects the defence. Arteta understands this better than anyone. Adding Bruno Guimarães would increase Arsenal's depth and quality in one of the most important areas of the pitch. Elite clubs compete with elite midfielders. Bruno has already proven himself against the best teams in England. Imagine the Emirates. Picture a packed Emirates Stadium on a Champions League night. The match is level. Arsenal need inspiration. Bruno Guimarães receives the ball inside his own half. He calmly turns away from pressure. One accurate pass finds Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard quickly releases Bukayo Saka. Saka races down the wing before delivering a perfect cross. Goal, the stadium erupts. Those are the moments supporters imagine when discussing players of Bruno's quality. Newcastle's difficult decision. For Newcastle United, Bruno Guimarães remains one of their most valuable players. Losing a player of his ability would be a major decision. Every ambitious club wants to keep its biggest stars. That is why any negotiation involving Bruno would likely be extremely complicated. Newcastle would carefully consider every offer. Arsenal would need to present a convincing proposal. And Bruno himself would ultimately have an important role in any potential move. The financial challenge. Signing one of the Premier League's best midfielders would require a significant financial commitment. Modern football is highly competitive. Elite players command elite transfer fees. Arsenal have shown in recent years that they are prepared to invest heavily when they believe a player fits Arteta's long-term vision. If Bruno is truly viewed as the missing piece, Arsenal may be willing to make another major investment. Arsenal's big ambition. The Gunners are no longer rebuilding. They are challenging for trophies, Premier League titles, Champions League success, domestic cups. To compete at that level, Arsenal need world-class players throughout the squad. Bruno Guimarães represents the type of signing that sends a message to Europe, a message that Arsenal are serious about winning the biggest honours. Why fans are excited, supporters understand exactly what Bruno could bring. Leadership, experience, creativity, aggression, technical quality, consistency. These are qualities every championship-winning team needs. That explains why every new transfer report generates enormous excitement among Arsenal fans around the world. Waiting for official confirmation. Transfer rumours are exciting, but patience is essential. Many stories appear during every transfer window. Some become reality, others disappear. Medical examinations, contracts, agreements between clubs, and official announcements all remain important steps before any transfer becomes official. Until then, supporters should treat this as a developing story rather than a completed deal. Final verdict. Bruno Guimarães remains one of the most exciting names linked with Arsenal this summer. If reports of advancing talks are accurate, this could become one of the biggest transfer stories of the window. His arrival would strengthen Arsenal's midfield, increase competition, and provide valuable Premier League experience. However, Newcastle's position and the complexity of any potential negotiations mean nothing is guaranteed. The transfer window is full of surprises. One day everything appears quiet. The next day, a major story explodes across world football. Could Bruno Guimarães become Arsenal's next superstar? Could Arteta complete another blockbuster signing? Only time and official confirmation will provide the answer. Now it's your turn, Gunners. Would you sign Bruno Guimarães? Is he worth a huge transfer fee? Could Bruno, Declan Rice and Martin Ødegaard become the best midfield trio in Europe? Can Arsenal finally win the Premier League with another world-class signing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this transfer update, don't forget to like, subscribe to Arsenal Fans Focus Media, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest Arsenal transfer news, breaking updates, rumours and exclusive Gunners content. Thank you for watching. Come on you Gunners, Arsenal Fans Focus Media, your home for every Arsenal transfer story.